Hello, hello. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to each and every one of you. But today our show is about kids that have been parental alienated from one or the other parent, whether it was the father or the mother. This show today is going to give you inspiration during holiday time. Oftentimes we think about our loved ones, our parents. You think about people that abuse you. You feel like you're in the world all alone. So today we just want to let you know that you're not alone. And we're here to boost up your ego today, to make you get in the spirit and know that you are loved. And God loves each and every one of his children. Isn't that right, Curtis?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's what our topic is about today. So with that, I'm Josie, your host, and this is Curtis. And we're here today just to have fun with you and to talk to you. So Curtis, what do you say about the show today?
Well, I want to say I appreciate coming to another beautiful show.
Yes.
I appreciate my health, my strength.
Mm-hmm.
Another holiday has rolled around.
Yes.
And I just want to say happy holiday world to all the beautiful people out there.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, I want to say you look really, really good today. I mean, your red outfit, I mean, it's really fabulous.
Thank you. I wanted to bring the holiday spirit to our children out there, our family, our friends, people that have family, people that don't have family. So I just wanted to bring my happiness to them. So basically today, Curtis, we want to focus on kids or even parents, because you have some kids that are alienated from the parents and some parents that are alienated from the kids.
Okay, check this out, Joseph. Before we get started, now I got a comment from one of the previous shows.
Okay.
And I had a young lady. She was about 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem that she's having, she's feeling alienated from her mother. In other words, I guess she had been alienated from her mother for years. So they finally got together, and now she's feeling alienated. It's like she don't give her the love. She don't feel like she have the bond. Her mother don't tell her that she love her.
Wow.
And she's feeling like it's just no emotional connection. And she talked to her mother about this, but she just don't seem to care about her feelings. So it's like what she is saying is that the mother, for some reason, feels like that this daughter is jealous of her, but the daughter is not jealous of her. She just wants that emotional attachment of love and everything else that goes with it. So she feels like this new man that she have met has totally taken over, and she shows him all the love, the emotion.
Wow.
But she don't give her any attachment, any love. She just feel like this daughter is jealous.
Oh.
And she's not jealous.
Okay.
I mean, like, every child needs that love, needs to hear the love from the parent.
Or just a little hug, I love you, baby.
Yeah. I mean, don't let no man come into this picture here with your daughter. Right. And now there's no love. A man just come into the picture and just takes over.
Wow.
Don't won't even tell her daughter.
That's
darling, I love you. Give me a hug, darling.
But look, excuse me for cutting you off, but was that mother always like that when she was a child, or did that mother turn like that later on? Did the girl feel like that from a little girl growing up, that mother was distant with her, or did it start after she reconnected with her mother? I mean, where did it all start?
Well, I feel like, from my understanding, she just got reconnected with her mother.
Oh, okay.
And from experience, a lot of times this stuff goes in with how that mother was brought up.
Exactly.
And
That's
the
what I was
ways
gonna
and
say.
the lifestyle that she had, that she was brought into.
Right.
And so this stuff is passed on through generation.
Wow.
When her mother never told her that she loved her father never told her that he loved her, and so now the mother has a child, and she passed this on to her daughter.
And that's
No
bad.
matter how
That's
old your kids are, you want to still,
Yeah.
you want to always tell them that you love them,
Right.
and that you are there for them, and
Yeah.
that you are a special part
of their life, because that builds up self-esteem in a child. That child needs that motivation, needs that assurance, need to feel love from their parents, whether it's the mother, and it should be the mother and the father, because that's what we were talking about, is how some mothers alienate the kids away from the father, and then you have some fathers that may alienate kids from the mother. I have a friend in California that happened ever since she was a little girl, and she's very beautiful, and also her mother was good looking, but her mother always had this thing of competition with her daughter.
Competition. That's the
Competition,
thing.
that's that word. Competition.
Always in competition with
Right.
the daughter.
And that's so sad, because my mother never was in competition with us. She was a real mother, and I just never understood it. So when my girlfriend told me about this, I didn't believe her, because I had a mother that wasn't like that.
So she was alienated. in
She
a
was
sense.
alienated from her mother's love. And
At
she was
birth.
trying to gain her love, but that's one thing you can't do. That mother has to get help and therapy to learn how to love their kids if they don't know how. I mean, it's not a thing that's in them, but they can go and get help, because it could be genetics, it could be something in the brains, it could be, something just not ticking upstairs. They may not even know that they're doing this, and others do know.
You're right. You're right. They never know that
Yeah.
that they are doing that to the other parent.
Right.
You just gotta tell them you love them.
Yeah, tell
You
them
got
love
to
them.
tell them you love them and give them a big old hug.
Right. And look, for everyone that's been alienated out there from your parents, whether it's your friends or even your family, one thing for sure is, if you have God, it doesn't matter, because you have a better love than you can ever get, because God was the creator of all men. And so who are they to not give love to something that they created through God? That is so cruel. So for holiday season, we just want everyone to know that you are loved. We love you, and we don't even know you. We love you. I love you. You have people that love you. So if you think your parent don't love you, or your sister don't love you, or your niece don't love you, or your friends don't love you, one thing for sure, God gives everyone senses. And the first sense is to love yourself. And if you love yourself, it doesn't even matter, because He loves you. So that's what we wanted to say this holiday season. For you little kids out there, you are loved. You are loved. You just say your prayers and tell God, look in the mirror and say, I love myself. I love God first, and I love myself. And I don't care if nobody else do. I love myself. And for Christmas, I know I have God if I don't have anybody.
And love your mother and your father.
Regardless to
Don't
how
let
long.
it be where I only love my mother. You had
Exactly.
two parents to bring you into this world.
That's true.
Love your father.
That's true. We have
Take
to show
some
them.
time and tell your father that you love him.
Yes.
Take the time and tell your mother that you love her.
Yes. Pick
You
up
only
the phone.
got one mother and one
One
father.
Yes. You got one mother.
Show
and
some
one father.
love.
That's true, because when it all boils down, if anything was to happen to anyone, the first thing people are going to look for is the mother or the father. Say, for instance, the mother has deceased. They're going to look for the father. The father have deceased. They're going to look for the mother. They're going to look for the people that created this young child into the world first. So children, love both of your parents. We were taught to love both. Love both of your parents. I mean, even if you're not with them. As I said on previous shows, it doesn't matter. Even if your father wasn't there, still love him, because one day he may come around, or it could have been something going on mental that they didn't get any help. But oftentimes, father like you, Curtis, that love your kids, oftentimes parents keep them away from good, loving fathers.
Yeah, due to parental alienation.
Yeah, that's the topic.
This stuff is serious with this parental alienation.
It sure is.
But through it all, someone out there, love your father and thy mother.
Yes.
Don't you dare let no one take that love away.
That's true.
I mean, you hear that? Don't let
Yeah.
no one take that love away. Hey, now this guy here, this senator, he looks like me, don't he? Look, I'll
like
just
you.
let my beard grow a little bit more like him. Look, he look just like me.
The kids
little
gonna be
puffy
laughing
jaw.
at this show.
Just like me, just like me.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And as we said earlier, I'm gonna sing you this little song again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, children.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, adult. Merry Christmas
Merry
to those
Christmas.
that feel like they are not loved because you are loved because God made you. He created you. So everyone should love everyone.
Love everyone.
I mean, why
Love
not? It's not going to
everyone.
hurt you. It's only going to add to you. It's going to add to your character. It's going to add to your personality. When you love, your light shines. But when people walk around, Curtis, and they don't have love in their hearts, they kind of look like it. I've seen people walk around like this.
I mean, throw all that hate out the window, Santa.
Exactly, because life is short, as we said in
Throw
previous shows.
all of that abuse out the window.
Yes.
Bring in 2019 with a bang, Santa, and
Yes.
love all people. Put your difference aside and stop the alienation. That
you know
is
what?
abuse. Alienation is abuse.
That's true.
Love one another.
Yeah,
love
that's
your
abuse.
kids. Do not just totally mentally abuse one of the other kids.
Right.
You're not showing love.
Call them. For those people that haven't connected with your loved ones, for mothers that haven't connected with their daughters, for daughters that haven't connected with their children, for fathers haven't connected, or even kids calling their fathers, just pick up the phone this holiday season and say, happy holidays, I love you. No matter what went on in the past, that's over. This is a new day, and someone has to bring the love back into society. It has really gotten out of hand with all of this hatred and bigotry and all this racist stuff, and it's just bad. So we gotta, as a people, bring this stuff to an end. And for those kids that never picked up the phone and said, hi, Daddy, and you know your father loves you,
You know your father loves you.
and even if he didn't love you,
Santa.
still do it.
Santa, like my daughter Lexi. Daddy always loved his Alexi,
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
they're not letting her pick up the phone and call her blood daddy. Santa, what you gotta say about that? The snowman, what you think about
I
that?
think it's cruel.
That is so cruel.
As Miss Santa Claus.
For an adopted mother to do that to a good, genuine father who loves his daughter, and you got people in the world crying, kid, please, my mother
Yes.
won't even tell me she loved me. My father won't
Right.
even tell me he loved me. Why? What's wrong? They just
That's
want
sad.
love. They want love.
Kids want love.
You
They
know,
really want
and
love.
just hug them sometimes.
Yeah,
and tell them I love
I
you.
love love.
And build up their self-esteem and
Yes.
make them feel important that you really, truly love
Right.
me.
And they really need their father in their life, and let me tell you why. Because when a girl gets older, she's gonna look for her father in a man.
Right.
So normally she'll get an older guy, you know, and that makes her act older because she's looking for what she did not have. So parents, cut it out. Come together when it's a child. Let that child know who each other is. The mother should let the child know who the father is. The father should, if the father's keeping a child, he should let that child know and communicate, collaborate with the other parent. Because I just don't understand it because I didn't have that. Even my parents, they separated and they were together for years, like almost 30 years. But they never tried to keep us away from each other.
What you
In the
say?
summer, we lived with one. In the winter, we lived with my dad because he took us to school and took care of all the, you know, the book work and paid for everything. But we had both our parents.
Yeah, both parents.
So we didn't miss anything. Even though they
Wow.
separated, we did not miss a beat.
Now that's the way really supposed,
It's supposed to be that way.
I mean, even though you're not together with the other parent,
Doesn't mean anything.
show some love. Show me some love. Show me some love. Show me. Show me some love. Show me some love. Show me.
That is true. That is true. So you know what, Curtis, I wanted to say again on the show is that for those kids out there that are suffering with this parental alienation stuff of not talking to either parent, you can just leave your comments at the bottom of this show and or email, and someone can talk to you, because kids need therapy when they're going through this stuff. Like my girlfriend, she had to go to therapy, and some kids don't go to therapy. The therapy is within that house of the parent that's alienating them.
Right.
That's a bad therapy. That is not therapy at all, because they're only listening to the negative side. The side, oh, your daddy, he ain't no good. Oh, your mama, she ain't no good. Oh, no, that's not for you to tell that kid, because to that kid, they may be some good. So who is one parent to say that the other parent is no good? Give that child the opportunity to learn their parents for themselves. Because all parents are good. If you brought a child into this world, you was good. You was good. It's just something happened along the way.
Over here. Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's very unique. I never saw him before.
Yes, and look at the beard.
Wow.
We have all sorts of Santas up here. We have Santas and snowmans, and we got white Santa, black Santa, snowman Santa. We got Santa. We got me Santa, you Santa. We're just having a happy time here at the holiday season.
To all the pretty, beautiful little boys and girls, I got a gift for you. You be nice this Christmas now. I heard that you want a brand new skateboard and a new computer.
You gotta get it.
You be nice. Santa, what you gotta say about that? Give Jerry a new cellular phone, that's what he want, and a new bike.
Okay, Santa.
And Tony, he said he wants his girlfriend back. Merry Christmas to all the boys and girls out there, and y'all be good.
And
what
Susie,
you gotta say about that, Josie?
I want to say that. And Susie wants her daddy back. You got kids that want their parents for Christmas.
Yeah, and Lexi wants her dad. She
Yes.
wants her dad for Christmas.
So you got parents.
I didn't mean to forget about Lexi.
Yeah, so you got a gift here.
This is your gift here.
Yes.
I'm so sorry that you're not here for Christmas to get your gift.
There are kids that actually do want their parents. Yes.
Daddy always loved you, and don't you ever forget that.
That is so nice. That is so
your
nice.
gift is sitting right here on the table.
That is cute.
And they just pile it up all over the place. And Grandma won't even let Lexi say hello, Dad.
That's ridiculous.
Merry Christmas. But
That's
Daddy
ridiculous.
loves you, Lexi.
Now that's ridiculous for a parent not to let the child communicate, especially your daughter communicate with you, because you really love her and you've been reaching out to her. And I just can't understand how any parent can alienate a little girl from a loving father. And especially at her age, at age of 12, that's when a little girl needs her father in her life, because her father can give her guidance on guys. He can, let a guy know, look, this is my daughter, and, I'm not taking no stuff like my dad did. And so that way it protects that little girl. It gave me self-esteem. Just, I had him in the background.
It's just the overall support,
It's the support
that a kid needs from a father.
Exactly.
Don't let no one, like your mother,
right.
She's not telling you the true story about the love that a father should give.
Exactly.
Don't let no one take that away from the love of your father, what he should have with his daughter or with his son.
Exactly.
Don't let nobody take that away.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, let it be love everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, because the love, yes, Anna, you're right, because the love of a father is a different love than the love of a mother. So therefore, when you combine those loves together, that child has great positive love, because it's getting it from the father and the mother. But to have it one-sided, some of the love is missing. There's no way any kid can get all the love if they don't have both parents, especially when the parent wants to be in their life.
Right.
They really, because, and another thing I want to tell these kids out here, for the kids that don't have love, or the kids that were adopted and you want special gifts for Christmas, you should pray like I did. I remember we wanted some bikes so bad, and we prayed and prayed and prayed. And you know what? We didn't get them on Christmas because it was too many of us. But on New Year's, because of that prayer, oh my God. And we had Shrimp bikes, which was top of the line back then, way back then. I'm not going to tell my age, but when we prayed.
But you look good. You look good.
Thank you.
I mean, as long as you look good and you're happy.
Yes,
and
that's
you
what
keep
counts.
smiling all over the place, just bubbly all over the place. That's all that matters, folks. Just be happy for Christmas.
Yeah, just be happy, kids. And pray to God. If you want your parent, you pray to God. God, please let me talk to my daddy. God, please let me talk to my mother. God, please give me what I want. God, please make me happy.
Lord,
and if you do that,
you
you will be happy. Because as I said, if a parent alienate a kid from the other parent, that kid is not complete.
She's not happy.
Yeah.
She's not completely happy.
I have a girlfriend
You know
right
what I'm
now.
saying?
She's in her 60s and she haven't seen her mother in 30-some years. But deep down inside, she's not happy.
She's not happy.
No, because she talks about it every day to this day.
Every
so
single
therefore, you can only be happy when you have all ends tied.
When you have both parents,
in your life. Yes.
Ones who created
yes.
you
yes.
by the Almighty God.
Yes. Yes. But now there are some kids that were adopted, Curtis, that like your baby's mother was, that didn't know their parents. So therefore, a lot of times you get in these homes like she did, and the lady didn't encourage her to really know who she is. Because if that lady would have encouraged your baby's mother, the mother would have allowed your daughter to be a part of your life. So that adopted mother wasn't a good one. You have some good and you have some bad.
Some bad.
And I happen to think that that's a bad one. And the reason I'm saying that because she has not let you bond or talk to your daughter knowing that you've been begging and trying, that was a bad adopted mother. That mother was not good. Because she wasn't in the best interest of your daughter.
That is not nice.
She was not.
For anyone
She
to
was not.
alienate
She was not.
poor little kid away from the other parent.
Right. She brainwashed her.
That is just terrible.
Yeah. That's called
Why
brainwashing.
would Patricia Robinson do that to my daughter, Alexa Henderson? This is a true story. I've been talking about this stuff for years.
Yes.
Why would she do that? And she never let my daughter pick up the phone and say, "Merry Christmas, Dad. Hey, Dad, I send you a card. You got a Christmas card on the way, and I'm just giving you a whole bunch of loves in the card saying I love you, Dad." This woman taking all the love from my daughter for herself only. Now you tell me that that's not selfish.
Well,
but Alexa, Daddy loves you.
Right.
Daddy loves
it's
you.
holiday season.
And don't you ever forget that.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying, Santa?
Well, that lady, that woman, whoever she is, that woman that adopted your daughter, your baby's mother, the woman that adopted your baby's mother have brainwashed the mother. No telling what kind of medication she put the girl on from a child. Because if that girl was in her right mind, any mother in their right mind would want their kid to be balanced, especially when they have a good, loving situation.
Good loving father.
Now, if it was a dysfunctional situation, then they still could know who their father is and not be a part of it. But in this situation, this is a good situation where it would have been a healthy situation for her to be complete.
Check this out. Now, I admire this young lady who wants to hear love from her mother. Who wants to hear, Mama, daughter, I love you, give me a hug. It's kids out there who wants that.
Yeah.
Then you got people like Patricia Robinson who takes all of that away and runs and hides
and brainwash the child
and parental alienate a child and abuse this child. Now this child don't know about this subconsciously that they are being abused.
Because she's been brainwashed.
Okay, because they've been bought out.
Yeah.
I mean, they buy you everything for Christmas, everything you want, but you've been parental alienated.
You know what that's called? A pawn. And it's almost like a pimp. A pimp get these young girls' mind. See, once someone has your mind, they have full control without you knowing it.
Right.
Only way you'll know it is that, like the prostitutes, the cops have to come and rescue them. and let
Parental
them see
alienation.
that they have been brainwashed by this pimp. So
Brainwashed.
it's the same thing. When a person take a child's mind to keep that child from another loving parent for the love of money and for their own selfish reasons and for their own control, that's brainwashing. Because if it was me, it wouldn't happen. I don't care if I was a child, because nowadays kids are old enough to know better. They're old enough to go to their teachers, call a counselor, dial 911, let them know I have been abused. This adopted woman have kept me away from my blood, who wants to be a part of my life, and she does not want me to be a part of my own blood, and she's not my blood. Now, the reason the person that's not their blood don't care, because it's not their blood.
They just don't care, Santa. They just don't care.
She does not have a heart.
Stop the abuse. Stop the parental alienation abuse. I feel like this world, more and more people should talk about this stuff more and more and more, because the kids are the ones who are growing up suffering more and more each day, world.
Yes.
And if we don't do something about this
and
expose this epidemic about
what's going on, and
parents are doing to these kids, man.
That's true.
It's destroying their minds. It's messing them up.
And especially around holiday time. When at holiday time, people tend to get a little more depressed, and sometimes when kids are alienated, like your daughter is from you, that woman kept her away. Well, that kid is alienated, but she's depressed around holiday times when other kids have their parents. It's no way. You cannot feel bad. When you go to school around Christmas time, these kids are with their parents enjoying. Well, where's my father? You feel another link missing.
My father loves me. My father cares about me.
Why don't y'all let me see my father?
But this adopted grandmother, without any empathy, without any love, is keeping me away from my father and got us hiding out in California.
Yes.
Won't even got my dad's number. Won't even call my dad.
But if it was
say,
me,
hello, Dad. Your daughter want to talk to you.
No, your daughter's old enough to pick up the phone. If it was me.
Well, they got her scared. Let's put it right there.
If it was me, I wouldn't care if I'm scared or not.
If you dare pick up that telephone, I would take away your computer, I'd take away your phone, take away your clothes. I would take away everything if you.
And you know what I would tell them? And you know what I would tell them? I'm going to call 911. Or I wouldn't tell them anything. I just call them. I bet you they would do the right thing with me. Because I was the type of kid, I was kind of aggressive anyway. Nobody's going to brainwash me. Nobody's going to take away my love. Nobody's going to discredit me or both my parents. Nobody. Lady, you're not even my blood.
Yeah, that's brainwashing.
Yeah,
Alexa,
you're not going to brainwash me.
Tracy Robinson is brainwashing you.
I am 12 years old.
She have done that for like 12 years.
And I don't care what you say.
World, wake up, world. Stop letting these grandmothers and adopted grandmothers alienate you away from your blood father.
Kids pick up the phone.
Nice, and it's not right.
They can pick up the phone.
And then again, I still understand Mary Harvey's situation. She was alienated from her son. Same thing.
So she felt bad about it.
I bring this up every now and then.
Yeah, because
that
of
was
money.
not cool.
Yeah.
Alienation is alienation.
Yeah, and that should be.
It destroys a kid's mind.
Right, and that should be a lifetime therapy for that child, because the person that alienated them does not care about therapy because it didn't happen to them. They're doing it to someone else.
Right.
That's called a narcissist. You're alienating a child away from the other parent who created them on this heaven and this earth through God. Because anytime a child is created on this earth, Curtis, it's because God did it or it wouldn't have happened.
Right.
And then when he gets tired of people, he removes them because it's time. Or somebody don't appreciate them.
They don't appreciate.
So sometimes God will remove them in certain ways, whether it's back with that father in the end or whatever. Something will happen where God is going to bring it together. So if these people don't get it right before the end of time, they have a lot to pay for. And I just definitely wouldn't want to be in their shoes. So kids out there, if you feel like you've been alienated, which when you know you are, especially your daughter, you know you're being alienated because you never talked to your father. You know you have. So pick up the phone. 911, CPS. I want to talk to my other blood, because you're not complete until you do. And you're going to feel bad until the day you die, unless you do. Like my girlfriend, still 30 years later, Curtis, she's still feeling bad because of how her mother's like in her 90s now and still the same way. But like I told her, just hang on. And she's made it through life. She's got her own career. She retired. She's got her own job, her own house. She's had everything her own. And it was God that gave her the strength. Now, she wanted the love from her mother, like this lady that emailed you or whatever, or, inboxed you. She wanted the love that she could not get.
There's so many kids out there who want the love
of
and
parents.
who wants both parents.
Yes.
But they just feel alienated and
Right.
they can't talk to the other parent.
parent.
And they just feel so closed in and boxed in.
Right.
And that parent is too busy living
Yes.
the life, with these new guys and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys don't care anything about her.
Right.
And so she just feel like they are using her.
They
And
are.
she's abusing her at the same time because she's not
Right.
showing any
Any
emotional love.
She's giving it to
She's
this
not giving her any
guy.
hugs. So she's giving all this love
To someone else.
to
instead
this
of her
man
own
she
love.
just met. So this young lady just feels like she's just neglected.
That's not gonna
from
last.
birth all the way up. Now I'm in your life and you're still
Wow.
doing the same thing.
That's not gonna last.
This kind of stuff is something like that has been passed on. It's something like the
Yes.
lifestyle
Right.
that they pretty much went through,
Right.
and they just never got any help, and so now they pass it on to the next generation.
No,
But still, God loves you, young lady, the one who wrote this
Right.
comment.
Right.
God loves you, and that's all that matters. God loves
God
you,
loves you.
and
He
love
does.
yourself more than anything else in
That's
this
right.
world.
Yes.
You do your best.
Right.
Hey mom, look, I love you. Please give me a hug every now and then. Tell
And
me
let
you
it
love
go.
me. And just let it go.
Yeah.
Do not let this stuff mentally abuse you and break you down where you can't stay focused in your life.
Yeah,
You
gotta
got to
be
love
happy.
yourself, because
To
sometimes
make
people
happiness.
just get so hung up into
Right.
their own
Oh,
little world, their own
right,
little thing.
right.
They feel like, well, okay, you are 20 years old now.
Right.
I'm 50 years old. I just want to live these golden years. I want to live my life. So it's like they don't want to show the love anymore. All they want to say is, you get out there and you do your thing now. I mean,
Yes.
you live your life. You 20 years old. I just want to do my thing over here and live my life. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So
Right.
now you have to be able to see that for what it is, that
And
your
move
mother
on.
wants to live her life,
Mm-hmm.
and you just learn to love yourself
And
more than
live yours.
anything else.
And live your
And
life.
God loves you more through it all.
Right.
And still, no matter what, just love your mother and just let her be herself.
Right. But look, Curtis, I disagree on when you said that sometimes it could have been something that happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, yes. Others, no. They're just plain out narcissists, because a lot of
Right.
people know what they're doing.
Right.
A lot of people do it to be evil. A lot of people doing this stuff and they know what they're doing, and they had a perfect life.
Right.
But then they came along and became a devil along the way because they wanted to, because they wanted the money, the greed,
Everything else to go with it.
everything to go with the whole package deal. They wanted it. They had no problems growing up. You got some people had perfect lives, and then they turn around and destroy other people's lives.
And destroy other folks.
That's right. So on that part, sometimes you have people that some of this stuff happened to along the way, and others have had perfect lives, but they enjoy destroying other people's lives.
Right.
They're sitting back laughing like, oh, I got control of this little girl. Oh, she's not going to never call her father. Oh, I got control of her mother too. Oh, I got control of this adopted. Didn't you say this lady had a lot of other adopted kids and they didn't know who their fathers are?
All of them.
Well, that means she had control.
Lost.
That's control.
Lost.
Anytime you saw this for yourself, that this house, no one in that foster home knew who their fathers was, knew who their parents were.
They didn't know who their blood father
She
was.
didn't want them to know.
Like the same thing
Because
that
the chicks.
Tricia Robinson is projecting
The chicks.
on to Alexa Henderson.
Chicks.
None of them
Chicks.
did not
It's
know
all the
who
business.
their real blood father.
That's a sad thing. It's all for chicks.
It's just for a check and love of money and
Yeah.
what she can get out of it, and how
Yeah.
she can hurt, mentally abuse the father
And the baby.
mentally abuse
The baby.
my daughter.
The baby, since a baby. Look here, because I know other people that were in foster care programs, and they were able to communicate with their parents. Matter of fact, when their parents got themselves together, and even my friend, I was telling you, she works with kids like that, where the parents are going through some type of problems, and they let them iron it out and get themselves together and be with their children. So no, this just happens to be that one person that adopted these kids, that whoever that lady is that adopted your baby's mother and took control of the whole situation of the foster kids, for all the check and have everyone under her spell,
Just
like I told you a pimp would do.
Right.
That's called mental abuse.
Mental
So
abuse.
children, if you're being abused in your home, this holiday season, grab the phone and dial 911. Go to a friend. Tell them you want to call CPS. You're being abused and these people are not letting you communicate with your parents or your grandparents, or just because you're underage does not mean that you does not have your rights. You have your rights. You have your rights just like adults. So don't let anybody, I don't care if they're your adopted mother, I don't care if they're your adopted grandmother, I don't care if they're your foster care mother. Matter of fact, the system is designed to help you be happy. You're the child. And so don't let these adults abuse you. Especially this holiday season.
Don't let them do it.
Don't let them do it. And that's why we brought this show to you today. Basically, this show was to encourage and enlighten all people who have been alienated from loved ones. This is the time to be loved. This is the time to be joyful. This is holiday time, and we want each and every one of you to be happy. So that is why we brought the show to you today. And we hope you enjoyed our show. So remember, children, call CPS, talk to your teacher, talk to your friends, so that you can call your parents and say, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And with
Merry Christmas!
We're going to end our show.
We thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And for all those people out there who are hurting and feeling mental abuse, just be strong. God loves you.
And we do too.
We do too. And stay tuned in. Please like, share, subscribe.
Please do.
Tell a friend about the show, because we're going to be doing a whole lot of more shows out there. Yes. And write your comment what it is that's on your mind and what you're going through in your life. And we will personally do a show about that.
Yeah, because we love you.
Because we love you. Ain't that what we do?
If nobody else love you, if no one else love you, we do. Yes. Merry Christmas to all of the children out there.
People out there.
Yes.
Hey, what's my slogan, Santa? What's my slogan?
It's not Merry Christmas.
Huh? What's my slogan? Is it Curtie Cool?
No.
What's my slogan? Okay, bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Hey, Santa, I think the record is hung up. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Merry Christmas.
To
each and every one of you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for watching.